oh yeah, you heard about me. Heard about me. Yeah, Adam on me. Singing low while I pop a bottle off of your chain swinging, clang clang, and it costs a lot. I'm always at the guala, yeah, and you are not bad. Keep on going.
Hits 96, all of today's hit music. My name is Gino D, and I am happy to be joined by Baby No Money, live from the Zoom. Alex, Baby No Money, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys pulled me on, and now we're here going to talk a little shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's talk some music. Let's talk about it. We were playing your song Adamame right now. It's a collaboration with a good friend of yours, Rich Bryan. People absolutely love it. We play it all the time. It's a great song to groove to and all of that. And we'll get into the current music, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to start off a little bit about your beginnings, if you will, your roots, because you are a self-proclaimed internet rapper. SoundCloud was a huge thing for you. You had a little bit of a change of path, if you will, when you were in high school to switch over to music. It's kind of an interesting story. So I thought maybe just give us a brief synopsis of how that all began for you.
You know, it's pretty funny. I guess it's all kind of similar. Everyone else's stories are kind of similar, but I just ended up making a song. You know, I was smoking a little weed with the boys, you know, as you do. And I don't smoke weed anymore, to be honest. It's a little bit too high powered in British Columbia and Canada because it's like legalized. Like it used to be one of them things where you could be like, oh, like let's just go like have a drink or have a smoke. But now it's like you smoke and you're just like straight on the couch. Like there's no in between anymore. But I did that, and then I found a beat, Garage Bandit, laughed over it, and I was like, damn, euphoric experience. I've never had that much fun, and I just kind of went with it. So. You know, I never expected to get this far. I don't think anyone can. You know, that's just bottom line type thing. And I'm happy. Like, I'm literally doing an interview with you for a radio station,
right?
Which is like, it's crazy, dude. Like, it's crazy. Like, I have a sign that says pee pee poo poo in my room. So, I mean, like, truthfully, like, it seems like I don't care that much about anything, but yeah, no, it's sick, man. Thanks for having me on board.
Oh, of course. No, we're happy to have you. And that's kind of the interesting part too. It seems like you take a humorous route when it comes to your music. And from what I've understand, from what I've read about you and some other interviews you've done, there seems to be kind of a no pressure mentality for you. You're doing this because you enjoy this. This is something that you want to do. And you kind of have no holds barred. If it feels good, you go for it. Talk about that process a little bit on how you write your music. I know that you kind of dip a little bit into poetry, but that you also said when it comes to your lyrics, sometimes it is just fun gibberish.
It's definitely just gibberish. I mean, yeah, like I don't really listen to rap music or like vocals. I don't really listen to the vocals to like, you know, deduct and analyze lyrics. You know, I'm not an old head, I'll be honest. I like old head rap music and hip hop. Like it's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. And I like great lyricism, but like when it comes to me, it's like when you turn a song on and you hear it, all I want is a vibe. As cliche as it might sound, like I want to just feel it, you know, like regardless of what they're saying, like if you listen to it and it's just like good, like objectively decent music, like anyone can get down to it. So like me not taking myself seriously, well, I mean, there's two sides to it, because it's like, one, I don't take myself serious as like a performer or like or as like an artist, because like truthfully, like I'm just like any other person. I just don't have this weird like superiority complex, and like I just don't give a shit. That's that side. And then, but I also take my music super serious. Like I take my business serious. I'm a businessman. I was born and raised into a family like business owners and stuff, and like, you know, my dad Armenian, drilled it into me. My mom's Swiss. I'm never late to things. I get anxious when I'm late. I'm super punctual. So I'm about my business in that sense. But like when it comes to just like the music world, it's like I like having fun. And like I've always told myself, like the moment I don't have or I'm not having fun like doing this is when I sign the big money checks to the record labels and I sign my soul away, and I become my second alias, my like progressive alias called Father Cash. And it's literally just like a staple rinse and repeat of what capitalism is through the industry. So I just like, I don't write a single song. I don't do anything. I just become the machine. And like, that's like what I'm going to do next. But
okay,
as of right now, like I really am having a good time being Baby No Money. And like, yeah, it's sick. I don't know.
All right. So there's some part of it staying true to yourself, but you're not against the whole idea of possibly going mainstream or something if the cards fell that way.
Yeah, I mean, if Baby No Money goes mainstream, I'll be stoked because that just is like the purest form of validation. When La 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 blew up, I was like, okay, I'm validated. This is dope. And like, you know, when you spend, I spend like on average 10 hours a day working on my business, and like it's because I love it, and that's just like how it is. But like when you spend 10 hours a day and it really works, feels good, man. Like, you know, it feels good. And like mom and dad getting my mom and dad a plaque, and like, you know, allowing them to hold that shit was like so sick. I was like, damn, I snapped. You know, I went to university and everything, and it was all good.
I was going to actually ask you about that a little bit when it comes to your path, because you were still in school kind of when your songs broke and you realized that you were huge in China, and you went over there and toured and you did some shows, but you were still in school this whole time because you said that your roots and your family at school is definitely important, something that you wanted to get done and have under your belts. And you kind of made a deal with your parents, if I'm not mistaken. It was like a 5-year plan type of thing. You kind of said, give me 5 years and see what I can do.
Pretty much. So you know, my mom and dad are they're pretty not strict. They're just like, don't waste your time. And like, I appreciate them for pushing me and like doing that. But like my mom was like, yo, what's up with this music shit, man? Like you should be getting probably better grades in university. And like, I was like a B student, B plus on a good day. So I wasn't like overachiever type thing, you know, like I would study. I finished my degree, which is dope. I'm never going to use it. It's a degree in kinesiology, which is like intro med and like kind of useless, but I did learn a lot. And like, I have physical ailments. I got pain. I got chronic pain, and like, I know how to deal with it. And like, I'm really healthy as an individual in itself. So that also probably helps me to like go further in my musical career. Cause like just being healthy just kind of makes you live longer. But you know, I told my mom, I was like, give me 5, and I did it in 3. And like, I was making enough money to be like, yo, I don't need to finish the schooling. And she was like, yo, just quit school. And I was like, no, fuck you, mom. I guarantee you're like using this reverse psychology bullshit. So I finish it. Like, I think you're playing mind games with me. So I finished my degree. And yeah, I like, God bless, you know, like I'm so happy with where I'm at, and like the ability. The one thing I always say is like, I don't know about you, but you know, when you're lying in bed and you don't want to work.
Sure.
I haven't felt that in 7 years.
That's great.
And like,
that's great.
people always like ask me like what it's like. And like, that's just the best definition. Like, I use sleep to recharge. That's it. I don't use bed. I don't use the bed to do anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's kind of where I'm at with my life. And it's like, really, it's just fun, dude.
Absolutely. No, it's a good place to be. And it actually reminds me of myself when it comes to doing radio too. I tell myself that I learned something from my dad, was that he used to hate getting up in the morning. He had to go to work the hard labor job his whole life. And that was something that I learned. I was like, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to do something I look forward to. So getting up is not a challenge. So I'm completely on the same page as you from there. Let's move on a little bit to your name, Baby No Money, because I know obviously it starts off from something, but when it comes to your crew and a lot of the guys that you work with, and maybe this comes from that internet culture, there's Rich Brian, Young Gravy, Y2K. What's in these names? You'll be performing later next month with CEO at business.net, which I think is just hilarious in itself, Savage Real M, and Shotgun Willie. So talk about that, a rapper name, if you will. How does these guys come about? Do you pick your own name? Does somebody give it to you? Talk about that.
You know, I feel like everyone kind of has a different story.
Yeah.
And I don't really know why I chose Baby No Money. It kind of ran off the tongue. I used to be in this group called Broke Boy Gang. That's when I first started making music.
Okay.
And then my name was Baby Freestyle, and it just, when we went to go make merch, it just didn't fit on the t-shirt. So my friend just abbreviated it to BBNO $. And then I was like, that looks pretty cool. And I went solo. I went to university, and then I just kind of ran with it. It was kind of catchy. Sure. And then I got a girl to say like, oh, Baby No Money, like super sexually, however you want to perceive it. And yeah, I'm here today. And like, I I never really like gave too much thought about it, but it's really interesting because like a lot of people make it like pronounce it wrong. Like
Yeah,
90% of people do. Yeah, BB knows, Bubby knows, like classic. And then also like I have the ability to use that name so like intricately because like wherever I am, I can change like my tour poster to baby no like pounds or baby no yen in China. And then like baby no, let's say like I did a drag music video and you know, drag you dress up as a queen and you don't have a dick. And like it was my name in the shit was like baby no dick. And like I can just utilize it in different forms and like it's really actually a good name in the grand scheme of things. And I never expected it to be like a good name and like
it catches the ear. I got to admit that it definitely catches the ear and makes you think, wait a second, what's going on here? And then, like I said, with the crew that you roll with and a lot of the guys that you work with, you do all have those peculiar names that definitely make you go, wait a second, what's that? It's just crazy.
It's like Young Gravy is like, what, bro?
Yeah,
like,
it's just fun. It's a lot of fun when it comes to that. I mentioned that you're going on tour starting in October. It's the Eat Your Veggies tour. Super fun for our audience. We're close to Atlanta. We're close to Nashville. People will be able to go. I think it's October 6th in Atlanta, October 8th in Nashville. In fact, we'll be giving some tickets away to the show. What can people expect when they're at a live show from Baby No Money?
So when I first started going to live shows, I always really enjoyed like it just being hype. So I typically have it really hype and like, you know, it's kind of just like a stand-up comedy, like fun shit fest. I don't really know how to explain it. Like I give out a cookbook every single show. I've been doing that since the beginning of my touring. Like, it's just like something I do. I like I would honestly, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I've been to a lot of rap shows and like I would honestly like modestly say my shows are pretty good. Young Gravy and I like really figured out a pocket, whether or not like we're not really performing to an audience that doesn't rock with us because we're doing our headline shows. But like I genuinely think like if I was a 17, 18, 19-year-old kid coming to my show, little off the booze, off whatever is required, I would be having a great ass time. So like I don't know if it's definitely like high energy. It's fun, it's goofy, it's hilarious, it's just refreshing, I would say. I don't know. Every single time I go to a rap show, I'm just like, it's the same thing over and over and over, which isn't bad because like if you love the artist and you love the music, you go there to listen to it live. Like C'est La Vie, a bunch of other people listening to it live, boom, bang, boom, dope. I just like, I don't know. I try to really involve the crowd and just have a lot of fun and allow the people, my fans, the people who make my career possible, have a lot of fun. So that's it. It's just fun. Yeah.
Life on the road. How do you enjoy that? I know there's a love-hate relationship when it comes to different artists and their life on the road. So maybe some pros and cons. How do you feel about it? Do you have to gear up for it? Is it something you're kind of like, oh, I just got to do it? I mean, it's coming from the internet culture too, which is obviously so easy, doing Zoom interviews and such. You get to just chill at the house and do what you want, but you have to go out there in front of the people. You have to have a relationship with that. What do you think?
I would definitely say like festivals is the best way of touring.
Okay.
You get to like, they're never really back to back. So like you get to do a show here and then chill in the city, see some like, you know, architecture, see some culture in the city and like, you know, get the vibe. Whereas like touring is like show, like bus touring in America. And it's kind of hectic. Yeah. And like, I feel like the average person's perspective on what touring is, it's like fun, party, raging. Like, yo, my name is, what was that movie? The Dirt with Motley Crue. It's like, yo, it's all Motley Crue shit. And I'm like, It's not. Like, I go to bed as early as I can. I sleep. This time I have a tour bus that actually has a bed in the back. So I'm really excited. A queen size bed. Okay, it's an upgrade. And I'm really excited. I think it'll make the touring experience a lot better. I'm spacing out every single show with one, like an extra space. So it's a little bit of a waste of time and a little bit of a waste of money, but I get to maybe experience some of the cities a little bit more and like actually like enjoy touring. Cause I did a tour with Gravy. We did like 38 shows in like 47 days, and it was like disgusting. Like I don't know. Like, I got the flu by the end of it, and I literally pooped on stage. It was nuts, dude. Like I jumped and like my bowels just couldn't hold it. And I was like, all right, guys, I pooped on stage. I'm gonna get off.
I gotta go.
I gotta go. And they loved it, obviously. Like, but
well, they're gonna support you, man. Whether you shoot yourself or not, you're their guy.
Yeah,
so that's
exactly.
always good to know that they're gonna support you in that. You've been all over the world. You went to China, especially in the beginning of your career. Again, all over America, Australia, everywhere. Any favorite place to be? Any place that you've gone maybe a couple times, and you kind of consider that one of the best shows, type of thing?
I mean, I'm obviously a little biased towards China because it's like, you know, they don't turn up the hardest, but like those were my first shows. And like, I remember the first show I did in Shanghai, like actual big show, was like 900 people sold out. And I had 2,000 followers on Instagram. And I was like, this doesn't add up. This shit makes no sense. And it was crazy. Like, I didn't know how to perform. I like had to do push-ups on stage because like I got water on the CDJs. Like, it was a disaster, but they loved it. And like, it doesn't matter. I would say for the hypest shows I've ever seen, I do think America's a little spoiled with artists. I will be honest. So they don't have the same like criminal vibe, but I'm gonna be honest, like Australia goes so hard. Like, you know, they're all descendants of criminals because that's just like, that's just the way it is. There was like as an island of criminals and they all are like insane. I don't really know how else to say it. Like my Melbourne show, I cried on stage. I was like, they knew every single word to and I rap a lot in my songs typically, and they knew every single word. Like there was this one stage or a show I did, and I blew my voice. Like I couldn't speak for like a week after, and I was like, guys, like I'm on stage, like all right, like I'm so sorry, like I can't talk. And then this girl was like, Alex, I know every fucking lyric of your songs. Like, just give me the microphone. And I'm like, cool. I got this girl up and she knew every single lyric, like better than I did to my songs. And I was like, thank you. Like, and like every easy for her. Like she performed like 20 minutes of my songs. Like, you know, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be an amazing feeling. There's no doubt about it.
It's like kind of stupid in the same time because like I'm like a goofy guy, you know, like I like to fuck around and have fun, but like it's crazy that I like really encroach someone's life that much for them to like sit there and memorize my lyrics, like even though like my lyrics are dumb and like even though this and even though that, but it's like, you know, it's a very interesting concept to have someone like care, you know, like. And
well, I think that's the beauty of music and why I enjoy playing music, new artists and other artists alike, just because it's introducing people to that, and it always touches somebody in a different way, which is pretty fantastic. Your song Edamame, to wrap it up here, we're playing that all the time. It's great with Rich Brian. It's a super fun song. Really just. It's an earworm. It grabs your attention right off the bat and holds you the whole way through. Nice, short and sweet song. I know that's a big one. When it comes to collaborations, and you work with numerous artists, we've talked about Y2K with La La La, obviously, which was huge. You actually did a remix with Carly Rae Jepsen and Enrique Iglesias, which must have been pretty cool. Is there anybody that's on your dream collaboration list, somebody that you would like to work with possibly in the future?
I mean, I've always said it. Pharrell Williams would just be, he's so sick, dude. Timbaland, Missy Elliott. Honestly, like I think my favorite like rapper, like stylistic for flow would be Ski Mask. Ski Mask is fantastic. Who else?
We're a top 40 station here in Chattanooga, of course. We play a lot of the mainstream artists, and a lot of the rappers like to jump on with maybe a pop star too. Anybody that's ever been in your sights been like, that'd be kind of a cool thing. I know, and it is what it is. But would that be kind of a cool thing for you? Would you think we'd ever see Baby No Money on a Ariana Grande track or something?
Yeah, I mean,
thought about it at least.
I really like. I mean, I guess Doja Cat's full pop now, but yeah, I've met her a couple times. She's super nice, and you know, I think she's really talented as well, which is like also a really cool thing. Yeah, I feel like once you get into like the pop level, like you might not be writing all your songs. You might be signing some NDAs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like I've seen her make a song and it's like she's fire, like just objectively fire. And yeah, that'd be cool making a song with Doja. But yeah, every day there's new pop acts and like
Sure.
I like Dua Lipa's music. It's actually like really like well formatted, well made. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, well, so
like,
it's interesting looking through your catalog, if you will, and listening to the songs that you've done and all of that. I know you worked with Benny in the past too.
Benny's sick.
Yeah, Benny, amazing. So there's a bunch of different artists, and I always thought, I was like, I wonder how Baby No Money would sound on a more of a mainstream pop star. I think it would be kind of a cool thing for you, honestly.
I mean, I would be down. It's just like I'm independent, so like
right.
navigating the yeses and the nos in the industry, it's a little bit more difficult than it has to be, in my opinion. But I don't know. This is sometime I'm open to it. Yeah, I'm definitely open to it. Some really big pop star rapper. Actually, their A&R asked me to like write them a song and maybe be featured on it. So maybe in the future you guys would see something.
All right. We'll keep you posted.
yeah. But I don't know how much I can give out type thing. But
not a problem at all. One final question for you, Baby No Money. What people have been following you now for numerous years. Of course, they follow you on all your social media, your big social media following. But what's something about you that maybe people don't know that you'd like them to know about you? Is there anything out there in that category?
I feel like, honestly, sometimes I'm a little bit too like not necessarily approachable online, but like people know a lot about me, and like because I'm super open about it, like I feel like unfortunately a lot of people know my home address, which is kind of scary, but it is what it is. No, I like sunny days. Make sure you ingest, if you live in a place, I guess you guys have a lot of sun, right? All the time.
Yeah, we do pretty well in the sun. Yeah.
So I was just about to say, like, if you don't live there, ingest vitamin D, eat your vegetables. Mental health is a real thing. Exercise, and just eat healthy. Try not to fall victim to consumerism, and don't eat a typical American diet because it is unhealthy.
I can only imagine. There you go. And I can only imagine that's kind of the basis for the Eat Your Veggies tour, which is coming up in October. And people can go to bbnomula.com to purchase tickets. And then again, we're going to give away some right here on the Hits 96 afternoon show as well. So I'll keep listening for those details. Baby No Money, thank you so much for the time. I greatly appreciate it. We'll continue to play your music and more, and go out there and rock those shows. We appreciate your time.